Hello, everyone. Welcome to our podcast. In today's episode, we're going to try something different. My name is Andrew, and you're on our channel.
And my name is Ava. In today's episode, we're going to open Pandora's box, stories of bad relationships. Here's how it'll work. We'll read stories from anonymous people online about their relationships, and we'll judge both sides. We'll see who's right, who's being extra, and who's being a pain in the ass.
We point out the sin, but we don't point out the sinner. That's what my Catholic teacher always said. So let's begin. I think people don't like to be drawn out. Get the kids out of the room, because we're going to begin. Ava, you can read the first one.
Here we go. I'll read it exactly as it's written. What do you think about the relationship between a first cousin and a first cousin? Guys, here's the thing. Last Friday, my cousin and I made out at a family celebration at our aunt's house. We went out to get beer. The place was inside the condominium where we were staying, and had already had a few, and we kissed after talking about our lives. We just kept kissing really hot. I was in a relationship, and he also recently ended his. He lives alone, and he invited me over to his apartment late this afternoon to binge watch some TV shows. He asked me not to tell my mom, who is his aunt, at least for now. I have a crush on him, and I know he has a crush on me too. If I go, I know it's going to happen. Do you think it's a sin for a cousin and cousin to get involved? Andrew, what do you think?
Oh, that's wild. 8 billion people in the world, and one person gets to choose their cousin. Look, I don't know where that person lives, but depending on where it is, this kind of thing isn't just a sin, it's illegal.
I think if it just stays in a flirtation and doesn't progress, I don't see a problem with that, morally speaking. But the problem is if they decide to get married and have children. Depending on where they live, they would need to move, undergo genetic counseling, and a lot of paperwork to be able to stay together. If it's just an innocent relationship with no future intentions, no big deal. But if things get serious, that could become a problem.
My turn. Next time, I'm a woman over 30. I met a guy on Tinder. He's younger and pretty messed up, not at all handsome. He's all damaged, skinny, bald, and ugly. But on the other hand, he's a really nice guy and good in bed. I wasn't into him, but he ended up snubbing me and discarding me in a way that left me outraged. Since then, I can't stop thinking about that bastard. How can I free myself from this burden? Please help me. That's a tough one. What do you think, Ava?
The guy is pretty average, but he won her over with, let's say, his skills. The problem isn't that he's ugly or bald. The problem is that he snubbed her and discarded her in such a rude way. It's not what we do, but how we do it that hurts people. The worst part is that she still likes him. You'll get over it, friend. It might take some time, but you'll find someone better than him. I mean, it shouldn't be hard to find someone better.
I couldn't have said it better. Highlighting a few points, they met on Tinder, which is already a red flag. Based on the details she gave about him, it wasn't possible to create a profile, but I believe that good guy doesn't match snubbed and discarded me. It's either one or the other. Since she didn't give many details, it's impossible to know exactly what he did. She could just be resentful, magnifying something that may not even be that serious, or he could be a jerk. Anyway, acquitted due to lack of evidence.
And it just gets better. Female, single, 46 years old. I live alone in a large, high-income condominium. Twice, when I was going to the bakery in the morning, a man working on his motorcycle staring at me in an unusual way, but not in a bad way. It wasn't like he knew me or was seeing a ghost. I can't explain it, it caught my attention. Since I don't know who it is, I'm thinking of leaving a note with my number on his motorcycle, signaling that if he's not taken, he should call me. I don't know, give me tips on how to approach him, because I've forgotten how to do it offline. Flirt at the bakery. What do you think, Andrew?
That depends a lot. Even she couldn't identify the intent of his gaze. He could be interested in her, or he could be a serial killer. There's no way to know. They say that if a stranger stares at you for more than 5 seconds, it's either because they're interested in you or because they want to kill you. Either way, no one stares like that without a reason. The question is, does she think it's worth risking her life to find out which of the two? If she thinks so, then let it go. If not, just forget it.
I hope this man she mentioned isn't my father, because he fits the description exactly. Same age, rides a motorcycle, goes to the bakery. Except my father is married. Anyway, She's just a lady trying to find love again. Probably, at 46, she hasn't had much luck with relationships, otherwise she wouldn't be single. Or maybe the problem is her, maybe no one can stand to be around her, that's why she's single. Either way, I think it's worth a shot. I don't think he's a serial killer. The idea of the note on the motorcycle with the number was brilliant. It's a perfect way to approach him without seeming desperate or embarrassing herself if he's taken.
Okay, next. My wife wants me to hire someone to help her with the household chores. She's working from home now, and I agreed to hire a housekeeper. However, we're having a disagreement over this hiring process because she wants me to hire someone older than her, while I think it should be a young, hardworking girl. My wife is jealous of someone who hasn't even started yet. Considering I'm the one paying, I think it's only fair that I choose the candidate. Do you think I'm wrong? Ava, what would you say if this were your husband?
Tough situation. He even had a valid point, until he said he wants to choose because he's the one paying. Just for saying that, he's completely out of line. It shows he just wants control. This time, I'm siding with his wife. Just because of the insolence. Besides, if you're going to bring a woman into the house, make sure she's older and less attractive. You don't leave it to chance.
I agree with your point. He wavered at the end. As for having a woman in the house, I think it depends on the couple's trust. If she trusts him to have character, even if the maid gets naked in front of him, he won't give in. If he doesn't, he can bring an elderly woman into the house, and he'll go looking for a younger woman outside to cheat on her. So, that's not an appropriate criterion. Character is something you either have or you don't, and it doesn't matter who they bring into the house. What matters is what's inside him. But I understand her fear. I just think it's not the right point.
The next one is from a guy. I'm meeting someone. We've gone out twice so far, to a bar and a concert, and I paid for both of those events. It turns out this person is a friend of a coworker. She told her friend that she's not interested in me, that we're dating, but that it won't go beyond friendship. Even though I'm a wonderful person, during our dates and conversations, she justified it with physical factors, saying I was short and that was preventing her from having feelings for me. I invited her to a beachside bar on Friday and wanted to know how to tell her that the bills would be separate this time without feeling like a clown.
He felt it in his ego. He mentioned his height, and the guy lost his self-control. He doesn't want to go out with her anymore. He wants revenge. Either way, this can't end well for either of them. It's kind of immature. He was upset because he paid for things for her and she didn't sleep with him. Someone needs to tell him that's not how things work. He sees this as an exchange, not a potential relationship.
I see it differently. For example, his coworker said her friend didn't like him because he was short. As far as we know, he didn't hear it directly from the source, but from a third party. She could very well be interested in the guy and sabotage his chance with her friend. We can't even trust family, much less friends.
This one's for us to laugh about. I'm a 64-year-old woman, and I've never been with a younger man. Today I'm with a 19-year-old, but his mother won't accept it. I'll let you weigh in first.
Come on. The boy is young enough to be her grandson. I don't see a relationship between two people with such a large age gap, unless it's for financial reasons. We know that love has no age, but I think everything has a limit. If it were my son, I wouldn't accept it either, no matter if the woman is a billionaire.
I doubt this kid is hooking up with his grandma out of love. He's definitely eyeing the PlayStation 5 she's going to buy him. I think this is a humiliation not worth going through. If he were my son, I'd make him feel ashamed of what he's doing.
Now for the next one. This is a classic. I was dating a guy for 3 Saturdays in a row, and I was super enchanted with him, really enjoying it. I was even more radiant, happy to have met someone so similar to me, because everything clicked. But then he disappeared, hasn't texted me in almost a week, and hasn't even given any sign of life. I kept to myself, didn't pursue him, although I really held back from texting. I feel used and deceived. He could at least say, it was nice, but I don't want to go out with you anymore. I would feel less like a fool. I wouldn't wait for him to get in touch. What should I do? Text him? Ask if he's alive? Block? Ignore? Send a bouquet of flowers? I was almost in love. It was so good to be with him. Too bad he did this to me.
A classic case of ghosting. Half the people have been there, and the other half do it to others. I don't think stooping to the level of sending flowers is a good idea. I really hope she was being ironic. He could have at least been honest with her, since he didn't want her.
The girl is in love. In this case, she'll have to decide if what she feels for him is bigger than the pride he hurt. If she pursues him, he'll probably give evasive answers and keep playing games with her. He'll feel better and better because he feels valued, and she'll feel worse and worse. Ghosting is a difficult line to overcome. It takes a lot of maturity. And usually, those who do it have none.
My turn. This is from a guy. I want some advice. I only date crazy women. I fell in love with a crazy woman. She's beautiful, but she's a little crazier than me. She scratched my car, stole my dog, broke my heart, and made me lose my job. She's kind of bipolar, but I really like her, and she says she likes me and wants to get married. What should I do?
I stopped listening when he said stole my dog. That's unforgivable. I didn't even pay attention to the rest. That's not someone he'll want to be with.
She made him lose his job, and now, how will he support himself? What if she makes him lose his job again? He can't live like this.
Next, I need help. Long story short, I was with a premium friend for almost a year. She suspected I liked her, so she lied about liking me first to see how I would respond, and I got screwed. Now we don't see each other anymore, and I'm feeling down about liking her.
Sometimes the devil is cunning with his traps. The worst part is that the guy is in love, but he'll get over it.
No one is irreplaceable, right? I just wanted to understand what he meant by premium friend. Is it a friend with benefits? I think that's it, to use a euphemism.
I'm 27, my boyfriend is 40. He has 2 kids, and I have none. He was married before, and sometimes he talks about his children's mother. I feel bad about it. When I talk about breaking up, he doesn't want to. Just yesterday, he called her my wife. I told him to go after his family, while I have to go after someone who's trying to start one from scratch. Anyway, help me out of this situation.
He's already made up his mind, friend. His family is the other one. You're the one left out in this relationship. Look for someone who wants a relationship and a family with you because he already has his own.
People think that because they're older, they accumulate more wisdom and maturity. That's almost always untrue. You can also accumulate more stupidity over a longer period of time.
Let's move on to the next one. I've been married, living together, for 5 years. My husband is living without rules, drinking too much, hanging out with bad people, and his mother does whatever he wants. He left for work on Wednesday, and I told him that if he didn't come home, we were done. He never came back. Yesterday he said hi and disappeared. I'm pretty shaken, but I think he's used to me overlook certain things. I have a pain in my chest.
It's rare, but it happens quite often. First, friend, if you just live together without any paperwork, you're not married. Second, let me tell you a secret. He'll never ask you to marry him. Why would he, if he has all the benefits of marriage, but none of the legal responsibilities? Marriage is made up of burdens and bonuses. He only has the bonus, and you've allowed him to get that way. When you give an ultimatum and don't keep it, you're showing him that your word is worthless.
He's clearly a man-child. Sabrina Carpenter already warned us about them. My advice is to listen to Sabrina's music. You'll understand what to do.
Let's move on. I found out today that my ex-boyfriend was cheating on me. We've been separated for a week, and he's been seeing her for 3 weeks. He said he loved me and everything. When I said I already knew about her and I was going to text her, he called me crazy. I went and told her the whole truth, and now she says she doesn't want to know anything about him anymore. What hurts is that he told her we've been separated for 3 months. He is a complete liar. He's mad at me because I told her, did I do the right thing? Now we're going to suffer, me, him, and her, because I think he liked her. We were together for 2 years. It hurts so much.
Well, whether for the right or wrong reasons, you freed the other girl from a liar. If he was lying to you, he certainly wouldn't be honest with her. Whether for selfish or selfless reasons, you did the right thing. Sometimes we have to let the shit hit the fan. Then we clean up the mess.
Watch your language, Ava. But you're right. Either way, it was for the best. Nothing based on lies can work. Now the 3 of you are free to move on with your lives. At least you and her. he'll just find his next victim. It's a pattern. Unless he has a good reason, he'll never change.
Next case. I went to a company party last weekend because I'm not a drinker. I drink socially, and in my social drinking, I ended up hooking up with an intern there. She's super hot, but I don't even remember it. I only found out because someone showed me her photos, and here's the thing, I have a girlfriend. I went to check her Facebook and I'm screwed. Among our mutual friends, guess who's there? My girlfriend. I've already sent her 300 messages telling her that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. The girl, who is being used by the devil, told me that when the honey is good, the bee always comes back. But I don't care about honey or bees. I just want to stay away from her. When I remember, I feel regret. What should I do?
Oh boy, it looks like you're in big trouble. You played with fire and expected what? Not to get burned? Hopefully your girlfriend finds out and dumps you.
I thought the honey and the bee metaphor was funny. But you're right, Andrew. Those are just the consequences of his choices. We'd be helping your girlfriend get rid of you, not you hiding it from her.
But Facebook again. I discover my husband has multiple Facebook accounts, which he uses to chat with his lover and like her posts. I don't want him to know I know this. I won't confront him because he's a big liar and will deny it. I want to make them both think they're being cheated on by each other.
And I thought she didn't want to confront her husband to gain the upper hand. That was the most pointless idea I've ever seen, making lovers think they're cheating on each other. There's no personal gain in it. There are better ways to get revenge.
Instead of using information and leverage intelligently, she just wants to separate the lovers and keep the prize. But doesn't she realize there's no prize in that? If he leaves his mistress, the mistress position will be vacant and someone else will fill it. What she needs to do is break free from this deception.
Next. I've been with my girlfriend for a few months now, but she said she's only with me because of my tool's size. From what I understand, if it weren't for that, she wouldn't have even given me a chance. For the first time, I felt, I don't know, used? Is that a problem?
Whether it's a problem or not is up to you. Does it bother you? Does she say it to people to embarrass you? Or does she just compliment you privately? You have to consider the whole context.
I don't think it would go down well if I quote another Sabrina Carpenter song. But I think it only becomes a problem once you consider it a problem. To her, it seems like a good thing. You have to see what it looks like to you.
Another age issue. I'm going to meet my mother-in-law. I'm 38. My girlfriend is 21, and her mother is 36.
The plot twist would be if he met the girl's mother and discovered he was her father. I think I've seen that happen in a movie. He's older than her mother, so he should look for someone his own age. He could literally be her father.
By my reckoning, her mother had her when she was 15 as a teenager. She probably grew up without a father. It's understandable why she'd get attached to older men. Daddy issues.
Next one. My girlfriend has been stringing me along for 10 years. She doesn't want to get married because she says marriage is expensive, but we have plenty of money. For those of you who have never been married, do you have any tips? And for those of you who are happily married, do you have any advice?
This is literally the kind of problem I wish I had. Not the part about the girlfriend who stalls, but the plenty of money part. If she doesn't want to get married, it's because she knows he's not the right guy for her. But what confuses me is why she's wasting 10 years of her youth with him. I don't think the story is just what he told. He is hiding something from us, or she is hiding from him.
That's what I thought. It doesn't mean she doesn't want to get married. She just doesn't want to marry him. Could she be the same girlfriend as the other guy, only with him because of the size of his tool?
Next, I'm seeing a guy off the record. I don't want anyone to know because it's recent and I live in a small town. Today, my friend, who doesn't even know I'm seeing him, showed me his picture and said, I want to be with him. I think he's hot. I got jealous. Do you guys think I should tell her I'm seeing him?
That's for you to say, friend. Is this friend the type who would steal your boyfriend? You're the one who knows her. If you don't tell her, you can't blame her for stealing him from you because she doesn't know anything.
Well, to me, she's testing you. She shows you the picture of the guy you're with, and you think it's a coincidence? It's obvious she knows. Stop being naive. She wanted you to tell her, for some reason, and you didn't fall into her trap, at least not yet. You don't need to tell her. She already knows.
And let's go to the last one. There's this guy who wants something more. But I've made it clear that it's just bed and nothing more. He wants me every day, every moment. He wants to know what I do. I hate feeling suffocated, and I've made it very clear what I want. I don't want to hurt him, but he's attached. What should I do in this situation? I'm not in the mood for a serious relationship right now, but I feel like he does. What can I do to avoid hurting him?
Some things are better nipping at the bud. Don't get me wrong, but the longer you nurture this relationship, the more destroyed he'll be when it's over. So it's best to end it soon. It'll be best for him.
When we take a bus in the wrong direction, the longer we wait to get off, the longer we'll have to walk to get back on track. This isn't about the bus. You're not what he's looking for. He's not what you're looking for. The longer you wait, the more damage it will do.
And with that pearl of wisdom, we end today's episode. I don't know about you, but I had a lot of fun. I hope you learned something, or at least had fun.
I really enjoyed reading random stories and giving advice. I felt incredibly wise. I think it's easier when we look outside the box.
So, until the next episode, remember to like, subscribe, comment, and click the notification bell.
Until next time, everyone. Bye-bye.